Welcome back to Cindy's Library. This is Cindy, and today I'm going to talk about what I would like to read in 2024. So let's take a look here. There are some classics I would like to do if possible. And of course, there's some reading challenges I'd like to participate in, starting with Feb Regency, where I'll probably try to do Belinda by Maria Edgeworth and Ivanhoe by Sir Walter Scott, who are both from the Regency. Well, Maria Edgeworth might be Georgian, but close enough. So that is to be looked forward to. And then for a long Dickens, I set up a poll. It was a tie between Little Dorrit and Dombey and Sons. So, by executive decision, I guess, it's going to be Little Dorrit. And then we'll see if we can't do Dombey and Sons for 2025. Looking forward to it. May or may not get to another Dickens. If I do at all, I might do something like Pickwick Papers on audiobook, or it'll be short, like Oliver Twist. Okay. I'd love to do a Ben-Hur this year by Lew Wallace, so looking forward to that. And I'd like to do some Russian authors, but nothing big. So maybe Father and Sons, maybe some short stories, maybe some of Chekhov's plays. And let's see. This is going to be the year of Richard III for me. But no use starting that without knowing anything about the time period. So, The Wars of the Roses by Matthew Lewis to start out with to orient me. In connection with this, I would like to try and always have at least one nonfiction book that I am working on. So this will probably be the one I start with. This is the year I would like to do Paradise Lost by John Milton and Moby Dick by Herman Melville and Gulliver's Travels as well. See if I can do all of them. I also would like to do, or at least start, The Three Kingdoms, which is one of the 4 Chinese classics, and Library of Greek Mythology by Polydorus, and The 12 Caesars by Suetonius. This one I plan on doing one Caesar every month. So those are some of the main things I would like to do. As far as more serious reading is concerned. But let's get real. Reading is for fun. So I also want to be working on some Sarah Eden novels. This is the start of the Lancaster siblings series. There's also the Jonquil Brothers series, which tie in together. So, don't know if I'll finish all of the series, but these will be fun to have in between more serious things. And last year was a year of Sanderson. Well, this year is going to be a year of Sanderson too. Stormlight Archive. Now, I've read the first 2 books in this before, but it's been a while. And book 5, which is the last book in the first of 2 arcs for the Stormlight Archive, is coming out at the end of this year. Might not get to actually reading that one this year, we'll have to see, but at least I will be ready to read it. And no doubt I will throw in a few Miss Marple, a few Miss Read, a bit of P.G. Wodehouse, reread some Mercedes Lackey or some fairy tales, all sorts of fun things. So that is what I am going to hopefully read the next year. Oh yes, and Elizabeth Goudge. I would like to finish reading the Eliot trilogy. I am on the last book. Maybe add in another book, possibly The Rosemary Tree, but we will have to see about that. So those are my reading plans, generally speaking, for the next year. As for specifically what I will be reading in January, I'm going to be starting on a lot of these things. Three Kingdoms, Library of Greek Mythology, The First Caesar, and War of the Roses to start off with, and Stormlight Archive as well. No doubt I will be finishing Seeking Persephone and maybe reading Courting Miss Lancaster as well. We'll have to see. Beyond that, well, this is where some fun comes in. Because I need to read some books on my shelf that have not been read yet. So I have redone my jar. And there are 2 parts to it. On these, I have 6 long books that I feel like rereading in all but one case. So who knows how many of these I will get through this year. I am under no obligation to read any specific one or any amount, but let us see what pops up here. So we'll choose this card, and it is Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell. I've been wanting to reread this for so long. So we'll make this year the year when I reread Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell. May have to put that on pause until I'm through the first section of the first Stormlight book. But excellent, excellent choice. And these are all books on my shelf that I have yet to read. Far from the only ones. These are mostly fiction. And so let us see. I'd like to at least read one of these each month. I have 30 possibilities. So let's see. The Moment of Tenderness, short stories by Madeleine L'Engle. Okay, we will do that. Some of these are middle grade, so I'll have to go through here and weed out any that I happen to do for middle grade March. Aside from Feb Regency, that's another thing I am planning on doing. Montgomery May, reading at least one Lucy Maud Montgomery book in May. Jane Austen, July, of course. Shakespeare and Victober, of course. And at least, well, I'll have to see how I'm doing nonfiction-wise. Maybe 2 nonfiction books for November. We'll have to see where I'm at. But exciting, exciting. I'm very happy for my reading plans in 2024. Let's hope that I'm able to keep up with all of it. Some of these, of course, will fit for reading challenges. Some of them perhaps not quite so much, but I'd still like to get through as much of this as I can this year. So what are you doing this year? Love to hear all about it. Thank you so much for stopping by Cindy's library. Truly do appreciate it. So until next time, I hope we all stay safe and healthy, and as always, happy reading!